Hey everyone, it's Emily, and today we are building this little, I don't know if it's a cottage, I don't know what I'm even naming this video, but it's this little house. It's kind of like Beauty and the Beast inspired. It wasn't originally supposed to be, but that's kind of just what it turned into. It's a little brown and white house. I mean, you can see from the thumbnail, you know what you're looking at, or what you're about to see, whatever. But yeah, it kind of just evolved into this thing where I was like, you know what, I'm feeling Beauty and the Beast vibes, so we're just gonna like take that and run with it, because the whole thing that I wanted to do with this was use some like dark brown swatches and make the windows dark brown instead of white, because I feel like every time I build a house, like the roof trim's always white, if there are columns like on the little corner edges of the house, they're always white, the windows are always white, so I was like, I'm gonna mix it up, we're gonna do a brown accented house. So that was the whole goal, and I really like how it turned out. It's a cute little house. It's on a 15 by 20 lot in Willow Creek, I think, and yeah, I don't know. I am actually kind of surprised with how much is in this house. I want to play in this house. Like, this is the type of house that I really like playing in. I always think that I like playing in single-story houses, but I really like playing in two-story houses where all the bedrooms and bathrooms are on the top floor, and then there's like the living and kitchen area on the main floor. Like, that's the type of house that I like to play in, and this is that type of house, and it's small and it's cute and cluttered and cozy, and yeah, I don't know when I would have the opportunity to play in this house, because I only really have free time for like one current household, and that's not so berry. Ooh, maybe I could use this for like yellow gen. I don't know. It depends on how many kids they end up having, because this only has one kid's room. There's like a master bedroom, and then there's only one bathroom in this house, which is kind of weird. I usually try to get in 2 bathrooms, like at least a half bath on the main floor, just for like playability, but this house just didn't really have room for one since it is on such a small lot, and I was trying to fit a lot in here. But yeah, we get in one bathroom upstairs, which is a bathroom. There's a bathtub, because I was thinking this was for a couple who has a toddler, and once I started thinking like Beauty and the Beast vibes, I was imagining that it's like Belle and Prince, whatever the heck his actual name is, and their kiddo, and then they have a dog too. There's like some pet stuff in here. I think there's a pet bed and a pet bowl, and I put the dog food next to the pet bowl, so it's like doggo, but you could obviously have a cat in here too, and just change some stuff or add a cat tree or whatever else you want to add for your little cat friend. I don't know. And oh, this house, oh wait, I changed the brick too. Yeah, I couldn't get the colors right on the outside because, you know, like I said, I was trying to mix things up because I always do white accents on houses, and I was struggling to come up with like a color palette for the outside of the house, but then I ended up changing the brick and changing one of the roof paint swatches because, well, I ended up changing it off recording. That's what I was trying to say. I ended up changing it without recording it because I was just getting so frustrated. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop recording and I'm just gonna like take a second to figure this out, because sometimes when I'm recording, it's like I'm aware that I'm recording and I feel pressure to like do it right the first time, which makes no sense because a lot of times I'll go in and like edit stuff out if I take too long to do certain things. Like there's one part later in the build where I couldn't figure out what to put over some random like console table, and I was trying to like clutter it up and I couldn't figure out what clutter I wanted, and it took me a long time, so I just kind of like chopped from like a couple different variations of it till like when I placed the final objects, because, you know, a bunch of the decorating wasn't even relevant because it's not how it ended up being in the final build. So yeah, I don't know, but sometimes I feel pressure and I just want to, you know, take a second to figure it out for myself, and that's what I did for the outside of the house. Anyway, this isn't even that important, but ooh, this dining room is like probably one of my favorite dining rooms that I've ever done. I really like how there's the little small glass roof thing. You know, you had to get a glass roof in here somewhere, or else like, who even am I? But yeah, I really like how that looks with the shadows, and then those windows I think look really nice. And that cookie jar got deleted because I moved this. I actually built this house in my summer save file. I have 4 different well, I have more than 4, but I have at least 4 save files for building since seasons came out that are each in different seasons. So if I want to build in a certain season or like take the screenshots in a certain season, I have it all set up already so I can just, you know, go into that season's save file so I don't have to try to like cycle through days in the game to get the right screenshots and whatever. But yeah, I built this in my summer one, and there was a heat wave, and I was imagining this house is like in the fall time because, you know, it's getting to be fall around the northern hemisphere. It's not quite fall where I am, but that's okay. I can pretend and live vicariously through my game. But yeah, I was thinking it was more fall, and the trees are mostly, the leaves are like changing color and stuff. So I did not want this to be in the middle of a heat wave, and the heat wave makes the sky look really weird. Like the color blue of the sky is just totally thrown off, and even when I've gone in and like edited screenshots for thumbnails and stuff, I can never get the color the way that I want it for the rest of the build. So yeah, I just decided to move it all around. But anyway, I hope that you guys all had good weeks. I had a good week this week. I don't know, there's some things. Okay, I feel like, whenever something is going really well in my life, like one aspect of life is going great, there's always like something else that I'm neglecting. And I don't think that that always has to be the case. I think that there's like a balance, or at least like the way that you look at things, like your perspective on the situation. This is just like a lot of things that I've been thinking recently, life lessons with Emily, I don't know. But I feel like the only way to not feel like you're slacking on things is just to change how you look at it, which is what I'm trying to do. But basically, this week felt like a really good week for me as far as like content stuff goes. Like the streams this week were all incredible. In case you don't know, I stream on Twitch. My next stream is going to be Monday at 5:25 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, we had some good times over there. I felt like my videos this week, I was like really happy with all of them. And the one thing I didn't get to do as far as like content goes was I didn't get to play my current household as much this week. So we might not have a current household update on Monday, but we will have something going on instead. Just no current household because I didn't really make enough progress to do one of those, in case you're looking out for my Not So Berry Challenge updates. But yeah, then I felt like school was just all over the place, whereas the week before I was sick, so I felt like everything was just all over the place. And then this week I was getting back into the swing of things, and I just went like full force with the content stuff. And then I mean, like I said in my last speed build, I think it was, yeah, it was the apartment build. Tuesday was just real rough because I woke up so late. And then you know, the whole rest of the week I felt like I was just playing catch up, and it was a little bit rough for me, but everything else was good. Everything else is fine. So that's nice and all, but this next week I feel like I need to focus more on balancing things. So that's where I'm at with life. Just a little life update for you. For anyone who cares. But yeah, ooh, this living room, I really like the colors in it. Also, that bookshelf, there are tons of bookshelves in this house, which is another thing that I kind of was like, ooh, it's like Belle because she likes books. I don't know, so I felt validated in putting a million bookshelves in this house. But yeah, that one with the little, I don't know, the industrial looking one, the one that's in the corner. You can see it, it's on the screen. It's the only bookshelf we've got. Well, it's not, but whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. I really like that bookshelf recently. I don't know why, because I feel like, I mean, it's one of the base game ones, so we've had it forever, and I used to use it a lot, but then we got so many other bookshelves and other packs, but it just fits in so nicely in corners, and I just like that it's slanted, and it's just shelves, and I think it looks nice. I don't know. I wish that we had something like that with kind of the newer style of some of the objects. Like, when you look at objects from newer packs, you can just tell that they're like more detailed, and I don't know, the way that they're done is just overall nicer. I wish that we had a nicer version of that base game thing, or like some type of update to it. I mean, I doubt that they would do like an update to one specific object, or even to like the graphics of base game items, but I can dream, and that would be something that I think would be really cool. I don't know, I hadn't even thought about that until now, like having some sort of update to the graphics of base game items. Yeah, I don't think that that would ever happen, but it would be cool nonetheless. Ooh, this is where our doggo bed goes, because I didn't know what else to put in this corner. We just get that plant that has to go in every build now, and then the doggo bed. And I was thinking maybe a big dog, because, you know, Beauty and the Beast, haha, and they have their doggo. Or maybe she's a single mom, and then they have the dog, and the dog is the Beast, and but you know, maybe not. Maybe that's not what happened. Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm not gonna stop talking because we still have a while to go, but I'm gonna stop talking about that. What else is going on with me? Oh yeah, well, I don't want to talk about Twitch too much. Well, you know what? I'm going to, because it was really nice this week. But I did a 6-hour stream on Friday, for anyone who does not know or wasn't there. For anyone who did come to that, by the way, thank you so much. It was really incredible, and I had a lot of fun, and that's why I'm talking about it, because I like sharing fun life things here in the middle of builds when I don't really have anything else to say about the build, and it was just a really good time, and I'm so thankful for that experience. I don't know, I just have a lot of feelings. It's fine. I'm fine. Yeah, especially because, like I said, this week for me felt like a little bit all over the place with like school, and also just my schedule in general, like my personal schedule. I didn't wake up on time, or, well, I woke up I woke up really not on time on Tuesday, but the whole rest of the week my sleep schedule was like thrown off, and it still kind of is, so I'm gonna try to fix it next week and hopefully get back to getting up at 6 every day. But this week it was very all over the place, and I just kind of felt like I wasn't taking care of myself. I only went to the gym like once, which was kind of sad, because the week before I got sick I was like on a roll and I was feeling really great about my schedule and everything. Except I will say though, that week I did not feel like I was on top of everything. It was just kind of like my personal routine and like school I felt on top of. And then this week it was like not that, but then I felt on top of like YouTube and Twitch stuff. I don't know. It's a whole thing. We're gonna figure it out. I don't know if any of you care about this type of stuff, but I think that talking about what you're dealing with is important to an extent, even if it's just to be like, hey, I'm having struggles with this thing, like maybe you are too, and we're in this together and we've got this. I don't know. I don't know, I just think that that's nice, and these are things that I think about a lot, so that's what's on my mind. Ooh, I just realized we are on to the bedroom, well, the master bedroom, and I really love this bedroom. I like the colors, I like the objects. I don't know, did I already clutter up the bedside tables? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so, ooh no, I'm gonna go in and put one more object, I think, but I made sure that, because I was thinking like Beauty and the Beast, I realized as I was, you know, finishing up this little area that we have that rose object that's like, I think it's a reward object from Dates, and yeah, I wanted to put it on the bedside table because I put the candlestick holder as a little reference to Lumiere from the Beauty and the Beast movie stuff, and then I wanted to get in the rose as like another little nod to the movie. And obviously the house is very like yellow, which Belle's dress is yellow. It's like yellow and blue because those are her two main colors that she wears. And oh, I love this nursery too. I don't know, I just really like the upstairs. I just like this house a lot. Like I said, it's the type of house I would love to play in, and yeah, especially when I was watching back this footage and editing it just now before recording the voiceover, I was like, ooh, I am a fan of this house, which is nice because, you know, for a while I was building stuff and I was like, I really don't like how this is turning out, but I am done with it and it's over, so I guess I'll post it, and that's not a good feeling. So I don't know, it's just nice to like watch back my build footage and actually be like fully happy with everything that's going on. It's, yeah, it's a good feeling. And then this this bookshelf, funnily enough, it actually made me think of Pocahontas because she has her little raccoon friend that hangs out with her. Miko, I think is his name. But yeah, so that, I don't know, I was just feeling like Disney vibes. Oh, another thing I wanted to throw out there is that if you have any build suggestions for me, especially fall themed builds, definitely leave them in the comments. I don't ask for build suggestions very often because usually I feel like I have a million ideas already, and not that I don't ever take suggestions, like I would always love to hear what you guys would like to see from me, but like I said, yeah, I usually have a lot of ideas, so I'm not like, ooh, I need suggestions, and I do have a lot of ideas right now, but I just thought I would throw that out there because it's not something that I ask for very often, and I want to know what you guys want to see, especially fall related things. Also, if you like this kind of like Beauty and the Beast inspired thing, if you would like to see me do houses for other Disney movies, if you have any favorites that you would want to see, I would like to know that too, because it kind of turned into a fun little, not challenge, but like, I don't know, I had a lot of fun finding objects in the game that I thought were references, like the candlestick and the rose and other stuff and just colors, and I don't know, it was just a fun time. Also looking, this is like, we're on the backyard, but when I was looking at the living room that I did here, and it has a lot of pops of yellow, but other than that, it's pretty neutral, and it really makes me want to do, not necessarily a neutral house, but maybe like a neutral apartment. I've done builds where I like specifically used neutrals before, and I don't want to do it in the sense that it's like, oh, neutral build challenge, because, you know, everything doesn't need to be a build challenge, but yeah, I don't know, I was just liking the colors, and then the pops of yellow came in as I was like going through the footage, and I was like, oh, it looked really nice before the pops of yellow. Like, I think the pops of yellow look nice, and obviously that's what I was going for here, but yeah, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But that rug, which I don't use very often, but I really like it. I don't know, I feel like this build, I used a lot of objects that I enjoy using, but I also used some things that maybe I use that object a lot but not in that swatch, and that's always fun to like find new swatches of things and new objects to use in different ways. I don't know, and I'm having a lot of fun with like fall colors right now, obviously, because, you know, everything's got to be fall at the moment. It's my favorite season, and it's probably, like, to me at least, or maybe in my area, maybe not in other areas, it feels like fall is the shortest season. Spring seems to last for a while, and I also have allergies, so spring is like not my friend, even though my birthday's in spring, so you'd think that I would like spring, but I really don't. Like, I wish my birthday was in fall. Oh well, it's fine. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I hope you're having a great day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!